All right, welcome back to the channel. So, gotta love it, man. During this whole quarantine or stay in place thing where sports and boxing is shut down, we are engaging in more fantasy conversations than I can remember happening in a very long time. And I mean fantasy conversations, like people are out of their mind with this garbage that they think is going to actually pop off. So, mainly being Floyd Mayweather Jr. coming back to fight somebody, Mike Tyson being let me tell you all these crazy things. Mike Tyson could be a contender in the heavyweight division right now. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to come back, is coming back to fight these young fighters. Man, get out of here. I don't believe it. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. just said something that proves that my disbelief is, well-founded. We're going to talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, and thank you guys so much to everybody that subscribes and checks out the videos that we put out every day. You guys are very, very important to the channel. If you're not subscribed, hope you accept my invitation to subscribe, and also thank you to everybody that supports on the Patreon, in the live streams through Cash App and through Venmo, and through the channel members that come through the live streams as well. Every Monday through Friday at 11:40 Central Standard Time, and Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So Floyd Mayweather Jr. Put some stuff to rest that I don't think needed to even be put to rest, which is that he is not going to be fighting he's not going to be fighting any young fighters that pose a risk to him. And he's pretty much only training fighters because there's nowhere else for him to go, because he's in a pandemic, because we're in this pandemic, and that the only situation that he would be interested in having when boxing comes back is a fight with like a Conor McGregor, some guy that can bring him in a lot of money, but yet pose no risk of him getting any wear and tear on his body. And he said it like that, not verbatim, but that's what he said. So that should alleviate a lot of this nonsense that people are, these conversations that are getting kicked around. I wonder what it is about sports that makes people forget that fighters are human, and that they age. I have had conversations with people this week about Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus, and these are people I respect. If you're listening to the video, much love and respect to you. These are friends of mine. We have conversations about Floyd Mayweather Jr. and, Errol Spence, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Terrence Crawford, and, and whether or not, if he was a welterweight right now, how would he fare against those guys. And many people think right now that Floyd Mayweather Jr. would come out of retirement and beat Terrence Crawford, that he would come out of retirement and beat Errol Spence Jr. It's the same ridiculousness that people say when people say, Mike Tyson, if Mike Tyson came out of retirement, look how vicious that left hook is that he's hitting on these pads. If he came out of retirement right now, he would beat Deontay Wilder. Give him 6 months and he would knock out Deontay Wilder. Give him 6 months, he'd be a top contender in the heavyweight division. Man, you could give him 6 years. All he's going to be is 6 years older. You give him 6 months, all he's going to be is 6 months older. Same thing goes with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Right now, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not beaten. And the only person that I think Floyd Mayweather Jr. has a chance to beat with a belt at 147 pounds is Manny Pacquiao. And that's because Manny Pacquiao's ass is old too. Manny Pacquiao slipped it. Manny Pacquiao found the perfect situation in the Keith Thurman, a dude coming off of a layoff for 2 years, fought a close fight, landed a nice body shot, got the decision, and now he's the WBA champion. But if Manny Pacquiao, by the way, is 2 years younger than Floyd Mayweather Jr., I do believe. You go check that age. I think one is 41 and the other is 43. So that's 2 years older than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, has been active this whole time. So Floyd Mayweather Jr. hasn't even been active. He hasn't stepped into the ring with a legitimate champion, with a legitimate fighter in almost 5 years. He fought Manny Pacquiao in 2015. He fought Andre Berto, I believe, later that year in 2015. And that was his last fight. The last time he was in the ring against somebody that wasn't, and then even then, he in his last fight, it was Andre Berto. Dude, Andre Berto was a shot fighter 5 years ago. He's shot when he fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. Shoot, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd looked like, they were at the tail end, that they were not near their athletic prime when that fight took place. Now, so Manny Pacquiao, 2 years younger, and has been active, and I don't think he's got a rat's chance in, man, I just don't think he's got a chance against Errol Spence Jr. or Terrence Crawford, and I think that he knows it, and he might be in the position where he can still beat maybe a Mikey Garcia, or maybe he can beat, a Danny Garcia or something like that, but it's just gone. But it's good for me to hear that as far as Floyd Mayweather Jr. goes, that he's not interested in fighting any of these young guys. And he said also, he's like, look, I'm not going to make the mistake that my uncle made. I'm not going to fight when my time is gone. So Floyd is acknowledging that his time in boxing has passed. But since he is a smart guy, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. is that, he is a bright guy, he knows that there's a lot of suckers out there. So he freely says, hey, but there is a fight that I would take, like a Conor McGregor type of fight, somewhere where I can get in the ring and I don't have to worry about any wear and tear on my body, and I can beat him, I can make $600 million and go on about my business. And that, my friend, is true. And it probably would sell, because I was listening to a podcast, and I very rarely listen to like NFL podcasts, but I was in the car with my son. He put on the car radio a sports program that he listens to that's about the NFL. And in this conversation, it was about the NFL. It's shifted to basketball, and then they mentioned what the beef that was going on between Oscar De La Hoya and Conor McGregor. And they sounded enthused about the idea of Conor McGregor fighting Oscar De La Hoya, and them believing that that would be the chance for Floyd Mayweather Jr. to get a knockout in boxing. For Conor McGregor to get his first knockout in boxing. And then as an example, they used the Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight and said that no boxing fans thought that Conor McGregor would have had the endurance and the ability to go 10 rounds with Floyd Mayweather Jr. And they described the fight as if Floyd Mayweather Jr. was losing the first several rounds, and then, he built into the action, and then towards the 10th round, he stopped Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now, as a boxing fan that watched that fight, and I've been watching boxing for a very long time, let me tell you what happened with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. carried him. Floyd Mayweather Jr. did not step on the gas, did not press his body, did not try to go in there and clip like he did with that Japanese kid. When he fought that Japanese kid, the kickboxer, he just walked right to the dude and got him out of there, collected his $10 million and moved on. Floyd Mayweather Jr. did not press Conor McGregor whatsoever in that fight until it got to around the 9th round, when he was like, all right, I'm not gonna let this dude go the distance. We got 4 rounds left. Let me walk him down and got him out of there within 2 rounds of him stepping up the pace on Conor McGregor. But we all saw the fight, and we all know that's the case. But the reason I bring that up is that MMA fans will convince themselves that Conor McGregor can beat him, and they will pour all that money out there for that rematch like a bunch of damn dodos. And so Floyd would rather do that than go in there and get into the ring with somebody like a Sean Porter for probably the same money, quite honestly, because if Floyd Mayweather Jr. made a return to pay-per-view and it was Conor and he was fighting Sean Porter, everybody and their mom is going to buy that fight. But the difference would be is that he's going to get that wear and tear on him if he fights Sean Porter, and that is very, very, very real. Sean Porter will maul him, mug him, make it very, very difficult for him, and that ain't even talking about what Errol Spence Jr. would do to him or what Terrence Crawford would do to him. They're just going to make the dude look old. But right now, I understand that people are like really, looking for, you love the fighters that you love, man. And you never think as a kid, when Muhammad Ali is winning fights, you don't realize that, even though he's winning fights against Ernie Shavers and he's winning fights against, won a questionable fight over Kenny Norton and these guys beating these guys. You won't realize that even though he's still winning at that level, that is not the same Ali that fought Cleveland Williams. And eventually he's going to run into a guy like a Mike Tyson or Larry Holmes that you might not think very highly of because, they're not selling his card in a bubblegum package or something, but they're going to wind up beating the tar out the best fighter, your favorite fighter. So I am a Mayweather fan for sure, but I would say, hey man, let's just accept that the dude is gone, accept Mike Tyson is gone, and keep it moving. Focus on the boxers that we have now, because one of these guys is going to wind up being a big megastar just like those guys were, because nobody thought that highly of Floyd Mayweather Jr. when Mike Tyson was fighting. But as time went on, you wind up getting another fighter that you really appreciate, you can really become a fan of and support. And that's what I'd like to see boxing fans do. You let me know what you think in the comment section of the video. Also, let me know what you think on Twitter. And with that, I'm out. Peace.